S55 Sports Talk.
It's all a function of 55.
My little sad spiel is over. I'm going to hand it off to Jackson. You got the black hoodie on.
So you had the first game of the weekend and then the last game of the weekend.
Not even the weekend. They did it on a fucking Monday. Playoff game on a fucking Monday. I had to watch the fucking national anthem as I'm on a conference call right over here. Eventually I got to move out of here. We got to watch it in the main room. So I moved it to my phone. I have one headphone listening to it on one ear, the call in one ear. We got the TV in the other ear. And it turns out I should have just stayed on the phone all night.
Did they ask you?
Because the game sucked.
Did they ask you? Were they just like, Jack, is there anything from you? And just hit unmute. Just, no, I'm
I
good.
was muted. I sneeze.
Bless you.
The wheels fell off. Like it was man, like Sam Darnold just looked like shit. Like everything that we had seen all year, we didn't see. Everything that we had seen the years prior is what we saw in the two most important games of the season.
Yeah.
The offensive line didn't help him much, but man, you go back and look at the film from some of those plays, like you got Justin and Jordan streaking down wide open. If you can't see that, CJ Ham was open for a check down too. There were so many plays like he's holding the ball for 7 seconds. Like the greatest offensive line in the world isn't going to hold up for that.
Yep.
Now it's a weird one to unpack. Like it's a house money season. Vegas total was 6.5. Like we've pounded the shit out of that on here. But when you win 14 games, you rattle off 9 games in a row. You beat the Packers twice, and you come to within one game of the 1 seed. You get the 1 seed. You're 2 home wins away from the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Expectations change. Expectations they're fluid. They're once you do that, all right, you're here. Like you've showed me the team that everybody thought this was over the summer going into the season. It's different. But then now you just went out and proved all the doubters right. Everybody said Vikings are frauds. Vikings are frauds. Yeah, they were. It sucks. It really
it gave the honest truth.
It does.
That's what really fucking sucks.
Yeah.
We can beat the drum all we want on. Like, yeah, it was a house money season. This was a lot of fun. Winning 14 games. The Sam Darnold going up into the players' arms in the locker room after we beat the Packers for the second time.
Wasn't that like 18 days ago, technically? Like literally 2 weeks. And then it was like, and then.
Yep.
That just shows, man, that is the NFL.
Jesus.
1 week you can just be high in the clouds happy.
In less than 3 weeks, Sam Darnold lost out on about $100 million.
He literally
so
cost
much
himself
money.
a ton of money.
Man.
Feel bad for him.
And dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sad because I was just rooting. So after the Chargers lost, I went all in on Vikings.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, here we go. And then Sam Darnold, I mean, shit. You said, it's like the haters came out and was just saying they're frauds, and a lot of people were attacking Sam Darnold. And I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Like, he proved them right. Like, he did go back to how he was playing before, and it was a bummer because, man, he was playing so well during the full year. But
here's the drop off. He was his first 16 games. So that's everything through the Green Bay game before the last game of the season against the Lions. So this takes out the Lions and the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
There's a metric called bad throws. I think it's pretty much just like takes into account catch probability on all that.
Wasn't that off of Pro Football Talk? Don't they rank that Mike Florio?
Who was it again? Pro Football Reference.
Pro Football.
So the first 16 games, 12.7% of Darnold's throws were considered bad throws.
Okay.
That's about league average is about 16%. Last two games, 23 bad throws, 28.4% of his throws bad throws.
didn't you say that was like in the beginning? It was like 12%.
12%.
That was Joe Burrow.
That's right around Joe Burrow.
And then the 28% that was Anthony Richardson.
Yes, which is
Sorry, Dan.
which is worse in the NFL. So the Vikings essentially played their first 16 games with Joe Burrow, And then the last two most important games against the Lions and
My
then the
man.
playoffs against the Rams with Anthony Richardson, arguably the worst quarterback in the league.
And the Chargers played with fucking Uncle Rico in Houston. That was fucking hilarious. That was fun.
Now, I don't know what's worse, the bad throws or the sacks.
The sacks.
The sack. Every
the
sack.
sacks.
I was
Nine
like,
sacks.
dude, I was-
9 sacks.
Yeah.
A loss of 82 yards. That's an NFL playoff record. It beat Bart Starr's record, the Packer fuck from the Ice Bowl of 1976. I think he lost 76 yards on sacks in 1976. Sam Darnold lost 82 yards on sacks. Only 3 teams, 3 times in the last 3 decades has a team lost more than 60 yards in a playoff game.
It's also, I'm sorry, but
Damn.
the Rams, I mean, they're peaking at the right time because they're a very young team, but I didn't think their D-line was like, they made their D-line
good.
look
Rams
really
are-
good. Like
Their
they made them look
D-line.
really good. Though.
Rams are a good team.
Their D line is actually.
I think the
fairly
Vikings
solid.
are too,
It's-
but
yeah.
the
I
Vikings.
don't- I mean, I don't
Vikings
know,
won
maybe-
14 games this year and lost to 2 different teams. They lost
Yeah.
to the Lions twice and they lost to the fucking Rams
Yeah.
twice. Like
Damn, that sucks, dude.
won 14 games.
Yeah.
Boom, first round wild card exit. Fun season. See ya.
Yeah. I feel like too most people in like America all thought that like, okay, the Chargers are gonna like the wrong LA team won. Everybody was like, oh, the Chargers are gonna win and the Vikings are gonna beat the Rams. Like they'll probably like
the Rams started off so shitty though. Like
Well-
weren't they 1-4 to
Well,
start?
yeah,
but
they
then-
started
like
off
I said, they're
slow.
If
peaking
you
right
take
now
that
really
take that
well.
off, like they're
And-
good.
And you have Matthew Stafford in the playoffs.
dude,
I was
He's,
gonna
like,
say
he's
they started off
intelligent
slow.
as hell.
They started off slow because they didn't have Nakua or Cooper Kupp
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
beginning. Like
Yeah,
everybody was
Nakua came
injured.
back for the Viking game.
Yeah,
Um,
tough.
Sounds like the Lakers. When every player plays against them.
oh, Rams are good, but like I mean,
yeah. No, they're definitely good.
we held their defense to, or we held the Rams offense to 20 points.
America just expected more out of the Vikings, Jack. That was
Yeah,
and they did
that's
not
your first mistake, America. Don't expect
Yeah.
anything out of the government, and don't expect anything out of the Minnesota Vikings because they're
See,
always going to let you down.
yeah.
Vikings
Accurate.
now. It's been the 64th straight season that we didn't win.
What's the record that they now have in the playoffs?
Yes. So
Not to bring
the
up more
loss to
pain,
the
but-
nope. I meant to bring that up. Thank you. We need to hit on everything. That was the 32nd playoff loss for the Minnesota Vikings, which is the most in NFL history. All the next 3 teams below the Vikings all have Super Bowl. It's the Steelers, it's the Cowboys.
Packers probably.
I think Packers are on there.
Yeah.
The Vikings, they also, out of all the teams that don't have Super Bowls, they have the most playoff wins,
That's crazy.
and they have the most playoff losses of all time.
That's
That is crazy.
perfectly balanced.
Yeah.
To all you stupid motherfuckers who will go and like comment on the Viking shit, like, at least you're not a Browns fan, but I'd rather be a fucking Browns fan. I'd live longer. The Browns fan, there's no stress. There's no stress whatsoever. Like
You know what you're
They're-
gonna get.
not once have the Browns had expectations in the last 2 decades, 3 decades.
Not since I've been alive.
Like the Vikings, they build you up, and even like throughout this year, I'm like, yeah, it's house money, and then like they keep. I'm like, yeah,
They
this
suck
team,
you
I'm
in, like, to
excited.
the- yeah.
They all the time they do it. They do it every year. It's a little the recipe's a little different. Maybe it's a chocolate cake. It's a vanilla cake. There's ice cream in the middle, but you're still getting that same fucking cake that just leaves you puking at 3 a.m. And that's being a Vikings fan.
Hey, thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate you guys being here.
If you like shit talking sports, baseball, basketball, football, we got it all here at S55 Sports Talk.
If you like, please follow us, like and subscribe for our channel.